Hello and welcome to Skaldic Works. I'm once again your host, Blake. I am here to teach you the Tagelharpa today as we've been going through this course. So for the past couple lessons, we went over what the Tagelharpa was, what the parts were, some of the basics of what you need to get started, how to hold the instrument, how to hold the bow, how to rosin the bow, and how to tune the instrument. And there may be some parts I leave out in this series, so I may add to them later. One thing is, again, the tunings for the 4 strings are a little bit different, so I do not have those yet, but I will post those later. And I may revisit this course later on, as well as when I get add tunings to, if I get me a 4 string as well. But today, this lesson, I am going to show you how to bow the instrument. Bowing is simple. We get into our posture here. We get into our pseudo death grip here that I told you about in the last video. And what it is just simple. You want to take your bow, rest it against your strings, and level as much level as you can with the string and the bridge here. About right here, you want to drag it across. Then back in, back out, as smooth as possible. Again, I'm still mediocre at the best, and I'm trying my best to get better at this, so yeah. Just keep going back and forth. Back and forth, back and forth, and just keep going back and forth just like that. Now, if you get sometimes you need to drag it across as smoothly as possible, or else you get like you get that kind of crunchy, screechy sound like this. Also, you don't want to have your bow bounce too much, or you get that bouncy feeling like this. You want it smooth. And that's across all 3 strings, or 4 strings here at that level. Again, across all 3 strings, or all 4 strings if you have a 4-string version. Now, there are different ways you can rhythm the bow. Most of the rhythm comes in your hand if you can count rhythm. I'm not going to go into too much detail of any sorry about the wind. I'm not going to go into any much detail about music theory here on this course, because there's plenty of videos out there of how to about music theory and stuff, as well as tuning, using a tuner and everything else that I talk about in this course. So to do some reasons, you can put some emphasis when you come back on the bow, make a little emphasis sound like this. Now you can also get faster with the bow by going across it like that. Now I'm putting emphasis on that downstroke. More emphasis on the upstroke. Now, there's other rhythms you can do, like shuffle rhythms, like this one. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a, like that. 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2 and a, like that. Just 1 and a 2 and a, or 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. That's really your typical shuffle. You also do like this kind of rhythm: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And there's many different rhythms out there you can play. One and a 2, 1 and a 3, 1 and a one and I may be counting rhythms wrong here, but you can hear that rhythm that I'm playing. Now, I want you to practice the bowing, just slow bowing first, like I was taught you. Again, you want to line up with the bridge, and right about this far from the bridge, you want to go down. Another aspect of bowing on these things is that your bow right here, where the arc is, or the arc, that's where the most weight of the bow is on. Sorry. Now some have the arc right up here, so it's evenly distributed, but it's easier for faster rhythms. Unlike a violin, viola, or cello, they usually have their weight distributed up here towards the hand, or you can do your fast rhythms here. Well, your fast rhythms come from the end on this, especially on this bow. It's and you don't want to squeal like that. Another thing is you don't have to go all the way up to here if you don't need to. So make sure it's good and tight when you're holding it. But a little bit better feel this way. And we're playing all 3 strings and all 4 strings at once because this is a drone instrument, basically. And I'll go over that in the next lesson about when we actually learn how to do some notes and how to play some notes. So. Yeah, you'll just keep playing it back and forth. And then try to put some emphasis on some of those notes if you can. If you have experience with playing both instruments or any any instrument at all, you'll be able to figure that out pretty much. But those of you who do not have any music experience, it's something that you'll learn and master over time. I would look at other musicians and how they bow. Sometimes the maker of mine has some really good videos of playing, and I can put a link to his YouTube channel as well down below to let you see how he bows his instruments, especially the Tagelharpa. But it's it's once you get it down, then you will be ready for the next step. The next video will come about 3 days after this video, and it will cover again notation. But the first important thing is I wanted you to get to working on bowing and take as much time as you can with this to learn and just keep doing that. And then look up other rhythms and look at other people and see how they bow and how they can do all kinds of stuff. And also use your ears too. Your ears are the best thing you can use to figure out how to play rhythms and stuff. So if you are very rhythmically inclined, like I am, you can create different rhythms. Now some rhythms are a little easier on this than others. Other rhythms that you can do like on bows sometimes, like on a regular violin bow or viola bow or cello bow, is a little bit more difficult on this bow. Some violin because they're playing like this, you know, they're playing like that. They're not. They can have way more control and stability over the strings than you could playing it from the side with all 4 strings like this, or all 3 strings like this. So basically, again, that's all I have here for today to show you how to bow. Just remember to keep it aligned with that bridge. Keep the hair tight, and utilize the weight at the end of the bow, where the arc is, for better control of the bow itself. And basically, once you get, again, like I just did there, it was a little bit of improvisation. Once you get to where you can improvise your own rhythms, you can go anywhere with this instrument. But for now, I just want you to practice. Just go across the bow as slowly as possible. And if you feel boldly, go into those rhythms that I just showed you, or some other rhythms that you can find. And that's all I have for, again, that's all I have for you. So if you like this, what you're seeing, and you want to watch more, check out my other videos, as well as subscribe below and hit the notification bell to see when I come out with the next video. As well, give this a like, leave a comment if you have anything else to add, or if you just want to say hi, or if you have any other questions that I can answer. And for now, Skull.